Hey everybody, good evening, Soft Spot Stampers. It's Chelley from Soft Spot Stamping. So excited to be here again with you tonight. It's Sunday evening, and so I have a new project to show you and a little backstory on this one. So there's two stories. One is my Big Shot died. So I had to go back to basics, which isn't necessarily bad. It's been kind of fun. So I get to play with paper and ink and scissors and punches and stamp sets. I love my Big Shot. You guys know that. So I get to run things through it and cut things out, and it's really pretty simple. But punches aren't so bad either, and neither is just working with a stamp set. You'll see tonight that there's no punching. All that I've got is paper, ink, stamps, and a little bit of embellishment with some baker's twine. So the other thing was that earlier this week, the team that I'm on was issued a challenge, and our challenge was to use 3 different colors. The first one, Pool Party. You can see my ink pad here. The next one was Old Olive, and the final one was absolutely one of my favorites anyway, is Sweet Sugar Plum. So I had done a project earlier in the week, and while I love it, it wasn't speaking to me tonight, and so I came down to my craft area earlier this evening, and I created this cute little card. So simple, so much fun. Life is beautiful. I said this is what my yard's going to look like here soon, because you know in Iowa we start getting leaves on the ground. So an Adirondack chair, some leaves on the ground, because you know life is a beautiful thing. So the stamps that I'm using tonight is Colorful Seasons, one of my favorites. You'll see that the chair here that we'll put together, we'll use this leaf and this sentiment. You'll see there's so much more. Just breathe. We've got snowflakes. Think about springtime, summertime, fall, winter. It's just all 4 seasons are in this, so it's really kind of fun. What we're going to do tonight though is really going to be simple. You see I was stamping on my thing here earlier. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of 5 by 3 3/4 Whisper White cardstock. And the first thing I'm going to do, and I didn't have to introduce a different color, so I'm going to use soft suede for the chair back. And I'm just going to lay this right here so you guys can see what I'm working on. So now for my stamp, if I look at it, I'm like going, which way's up and down, and how does this thing sit? So sometimes I have to look at the stamp set box, and you can see here that it's going to sit like this. So we're going to take our soft suede and we're just going to stamp a chair. You know what, and it doesn't matter where, but there's our chair back. Alright, so that's it for the soft suede. Next up is going to be my Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'm going to use this for 2 things. Now on the sling back, so you can see where it's going to be the cushion for the Adirondack, I'm just going to take it and dab it up. You can see there's a little bit of an arrow at the top. Okay, that means that's the top of the chair. Duh, right? I had to figure that out. So then I'm going to take it and I'm going to balance it right here. And you'll just have to, sometimes I have to get down really close. You just have to, you can see through it, so you're going to drop it. And there's our sling back for our chair. Pretty cool, huh? Now before I put my Sweet Sugar Plum up, I'm actually going to stamp my sentiment, which is Life is a Beautiful Thing. So I'm going to take it, ink it up a little bit, line it up on my card. There we have, Life is a Beautiful Thing. Now the fun part, and this is my favorite part of the day. I just get to stamp a lot of leaves. So I'm using Old Olive for my leaves, but I do a stamp off. So for those of you who might be new to this, what stamp off is that I'm going to ink it up full, and I'm going to stamp full ink. Then I'm going to stamp again, and it just lightens it up, right? And you could do it 3 times. So let's do this here again real quick. I'm going to put this one over here, and then I'm going to stamp off here, because you see I kind of missed. Now I'm going to stamp here and stamp off here. You can see that sometimes they get a little light. We're just going to fill it in. And leaves are not supposed to all be in one place, right, Chelley? Okay, I'm going to throw, I don't know, a couple in here, try to fill in some gaps. Okay, so you can see, actually I'm going to stamp off one and I'm going to put it here in the corner. So see, I filled in my grass with leaves. Now, I will not do that in real life because I don't want to be the one out raking the leaves. So for my next step, what I did was I took a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 designer series paper, and this is the Delightful Daisies, and it comes out, it's got the different colors, but I love this one. It's the old olive and it looks a little washed. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to use my fast fuse, and remember to do your check mark on the fast fuse. So down and check, and I didn't do that one real well. And then you're going to attach it right here. So I thought it needed just a tad more for the card. So what I did was I used some Whisper White Baker's twine. And I'm going to tie a bow. So I'm going to leave a little extra here at the end. And I wrap it around 3 times. I just think that gave it, this card especially, a little more oomph to it. The Whisper White does not want to come apart. So we're going to cut it. And I'm going to wrap this part around. My bow may be a little bigger than I wanted. Wrap it around, give it a little knot, a little tug, and I'm going to tie. I think I'm going to tie a bow. International Bow Day yesterday. I still struggle with bow tying. Okay, so there, my bow is a little bigger than I wanted. We're just going to tug the ends. Then I'm going to take my ribbon scissors. Yes, I have scissors just for ribbon. Okay, and then I'm going to spread out my strings a little bit here. My twine's gonna, we're going to pull our bow back around. Okay, and we'll stretch this out a little bit too. Sometimes it doesn't want to stretch, so give it a little tug. Okay, now for the finale. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're going to take our pool party. Of course, this is the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and we're going to fold it in half. Crease it. I'm going to take my dimensionals. Isn't that pretty? We'll have to play with that someday. Take my dimensionals and pop, 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 pop. Take the backs off. And take it, put it right on top, and there we go. Pretty easy peasy, right? 1 stamp set, 3 ink pads, some paper, some twine if you want. You don't even have to put the twine on, but how cool is that? Pretty easy peasy, lots of fun, really cool card if you just want to send it to a friend. Just say, hey, thinking about you. Don't forget, life is a beautiful thing. But there you have it. There you have our Life is Beautiful today. So much fun doing that for you. And tomorrow's eclipse day. So everybody get out and enjoy nature and enjoy watching that. Make sure you wear the protective eyewear. We don't want you to go blind. So no hurting eyes tomorrow. Have fun watching the eclipse. I'll be back with you. I'm going to introduce a couple of new things this week, so stay tuned. Be sure to tell your friends and family to check in here. Lots of stuff going on, lots of fun stuff. Don't forget about our Fall into Savings Paper Pumpkin Special that ends September 9th. Half off your first month if you've never been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber before. We're going to throw some of those projects in. I just got my August kit. Yay! So check that out this week, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let me know how I can help you get the supplies that you need to do this card. It's really easy, really a fun set. No special tools needed. You saw paper, ink, scissors. You got it, right? And the stamps. There you have it. Thanks for joining me tonight. I think this is the fastest video I've ever done. 9 minutes. Bye, guys.